back to beautiful Victoria, BC for the Women's Championship BC Scotties Tournament of Hearts game. We just saw Team Thompson take on Team Brown, and what a game it was. So close. And in the 9th, Team Thompson took the lead, and then they won it in the 10th. So they've been playing all morning, whereas Van Osh had last night and this morning to get well rested. Todd, who gets the advantage in a situation like that?
There's pluses and minuses to that. The team that has the rest is, like you say, well rested, but the team that's just come off a hot win like the semifinal definitely is on a roll. So could go either way on that.
Interesting. Well, let's talk a little bit about Team Van Osh. What do you think they're going to bring to the rink here today?
Well, Team Van Osh is an experienced team. 3 sisters have lots of junior experience, and Amy Gibson has experience herself. So they know each other. They play well. They started the week with a couple losses, but finished the round robin strong at 5-2. Got that 1-2 game spot. Had a big win against Thompson already, and I think they're going to bring some pretty good intensity today. In that 1-2 game, they were 80% as a team, and Kessa herself was over 90% on her playing percentage. So I fully expect a great game today.
I was going to say, you've got some high expectations for Team Van Osh. That's exciting. And what do you think about Team Thompson? What are they going to bring for this?
Well, Team Thompson, you can't say enough about them. Look how they played today in that semifinal, playing outstanding. Carla knew she didn't have her best game yesterday in the 1-2 game. She had to be better, and better she was. 94% today. That's fantastic. So I have to say, she's going to lead that team, so look out Van Osh. Here comes Team Thompson.
Ooh, these ladies are all looking fierce, and the players are coming out now.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please rise for the playing of the roll count? I'm pleased to introduce the finalists of the 2018 BC Scotties. Representing Kamloops Curling Club and Golden Years Winter Club, Team Thompson. The 5th, Diana Desura. The lead, Trista Van Dale. At 2nd, Shannon Jonice. The third, Kristen Rexingler. And the skip, Carla Thompson. Representing the Nanaimo Curling Club, Team Van Osh. The coach, Bill Sherhart. The lead, Amy Gibson. At second, Camilla Van Osh. The third, Marika Van Osh. And the skip, Kesha Van Osh. Best of luck, teams, and good curling.
Todd, here we are. Been waiting all week for the final of this 2018 BC Women's Scotties Championship presented by Best Western. What do you think?
All right, finally, championship game. This is what it all comes down to. Team Van Osh versus Team Thompson. Looking forward to a great game.
These teams have played each other a couple times already. They played in the 1-2 game. They played way back at the beginning of this event. Draw 1. Team Thompson with the victory there. 1-2 game yesterday. Team Van Osh has the victory, got the bye into this final. And this is from the semifinal today, Team Thompson. Huge opportunity there for Carla Thompson to get a deuce. Just rolls a little bit too far.
Okay, here's Corinne Brown coming down on her opportunity for a 2, and a little heavy out of her hand, swept through the rings, just a 1 there. This is Erin Pincott with a very nice hit and roll in the 8th end. Carla attempting double run back, a little offline. You can see the intensity there.
So this is Carla's draw against 2. Comes a little bit heavy, only gives up a steal of 1. And there's a big miss there, Todd.
Absolutely. Here comes Carla with her draw for 2. Made good on that one.
And that was the first deuce of the game, taking us to the 10th end. Wonderful shot by Carla Thompson. Just rolled enough to protect that 1 on the button.
That's right. Corinne had the opportunity for the double and forced the extra. Just got too much of that rock. And it sticks in the rings for the win. 2 club mates playing it out here on the semifinal game.
That's right. Carla and Team Brown know each other so well, obviously all from Kamloops. And it's usually Carla Thompson and her daughter who's cheering on Team Brown at some national event or provincial event. So a little bit turntables today. So here we go. This is the final game, the championship game of the 2018 BC Scotties Women's Championship. And to start us off, Trista Van Dale for Team Thompson.
Team Van Osh gets the last rock in the first end by virtue of winning that 1-2 game yesterday. So they'll get the first hammer of the game.
And right off the bat, Carla had called this one tight.
That's right. So might see some action here in the first end. I think both teams are ready to go here, and it might be game on.
You can see where Kessa has to put the broom to try and get around that just off center guard. Just outside, she got the broom just outside the 12 foot. That tells you how much this ice is curling.
It's incredible, the incredible ice to play on. It's huge curl. This is awesome.
We'll give our last shout out to the most amazing ice makers, Mike Merklinger and Cody Hall, who have just worked tirelessly to make this ice perfect all week.
If I'd known they were going to work such long hours, I would have taken out shares in Red Bull.
12, 11, 11.
Nice shot there. Nice start for Amy Gibson. Just slips behind the T-line, back button. Trista Van Dale looking to remove it. Just a nice 11, 11 and a half.
11, close. Kristen, close, please.
think these first couple ends for them to settle in, Todd, they're likely going to play some cat and mouse to see who's going to try what first and who's going to do this and do that. And that was a really good play by Carla by putting the one tight just to see what Team Van Osh was going to do.
Yeah, definitely. And now both teams are going to do a little bit of a hit strategy now with that guard up. So it'll kind of be, you know, first mistake, someone will get around that guard.
We did see a lot of opportunities given in the first semifinal game earlier today. Some of them were successful, the opportunities, but some were given right back. So we'll see what happens here. But you know that if you make any mistake at this level in this final game, your opposition is going to capitalize.
That's right. That's part of the pressure that comes with it being a winner-take-all final.
Shannon Jonice shot 94%, same as her skipper in the game earlier today against Team Brown.
Rolls that one over and sticks at the back.
Yeah, good brushing, just got a little extra finish on it, but managed to keep it in the rings. So Kessa just trying to decide if they want to hit and stick on the one in the back 12 or just ignore it with hammer. She has the advantage of going around that guard, keeping the forefoot relatively open for her if she needs to.
And Kalia's been asked for the out-turn draw here. Try and get this in a good position behind that guard.
Speaking of numbers, Kalia throwing up a 92% in the 1-2 game yesterday afternoon.
8-9? Yeah. Go back here then.
We are out of zone.
Okay.
It is coming out.
Whoa, Amy, whoa. That's
8-9, that's behind the tee line for sure. Back four-ish.
Hey, Clea.
It's absolutely packed out there in the stands today, Todd, as well as inside the building.
Like 11?
Yeah.
Or do you want a little less?
Full
Do you
club
want to do
today.
12?
Yeah.
So it sounds like it's a hack weight call on this, onto that red one behind the guard.
Yeah, you can see about half of it.
Whoa! Yep! Quick!
Sweeping for some curl here.
Stick around, keep it coming.
Nice weight. I saw some familiar faces in the stands during the opening ceremonies, Todd. I think you might know them, two of them pretty well, because I think you're traveling with them next week.
You bet. Our skip and our second from Team Reese Hansen, the BC Junior Women's Champions, are out in the stands picking up whatever they can from this curling game and getting ready to go to nationals on Thursday.
Fantastic. So once again, good luck next week.
Thank
We'll
you.
be cheering.
Hi, girl.
Good hit and stick there by Kalia Van Osh. So this is Kristen Rexsiedler. Posted an 83% in the semifinal today.
Clean. Clean. Easy clean. Easy clean. A little bit. Clean. Clean. Good girl. 10-9. Puppy.
With that hit and stick, Kessa's going to continue trying to get something set up here for a 2, knowing that Team Thompson's got a couple of rocks in the rings, so she's going to go around the center guard again. So the broom's almost at the foam on the side. There's so much curl here.
Whoa.
And that rock that was just thrown by Kristen that rolled behind the center guard is actually in a better position for Team Van Osh rather than Team Thompson for sure.
That's right.
Let it sit, guys.
It's to their advantage at this
Line's
point.
good. Let it sit. Whoa. Whoa. Hi, girl.
Great weight there by Marika.
Really nice shot.
Typically we see in any kind of playoff game, the teams are fairly defensive the first end, but this is fantastic. Both teams really trying to go for it, get something happening for themselves out there in the first end.
Yeah, definitely one way to get your feet under you is just to go at it.
Just go for it.
Line's great. Line's great. Right to it. Line.
This one looks a little bit lighter, Todd. They're sweeping for weight.
Line's perfect. Hard. Everyone, go, 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 go.
They swept that from pillar to post. What brushing. Gets it on the rings, but not quite to where they wanted it. Wow, good brushing. I think she said 16-3.
Wow.
That's 16.3 hog to hog.
5. 5's good. 5. A little softer. Just here, guys. We're way out there
This is
still.
Marika Van Osch throwing the out turn
Gotta come
draw
over.
again. This one's got a
Amy.
lot more room
Right
on
here.
it.
Where are ya? Where are ya? Right here. Amy, right here. Right here.
Weight's close.
Yep. Go hard. Hard.
tuck
Right
it
to it.
there.
Hard. Right on it. Right on it. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Wow, is that a
Girl.
nice shot?
Really great shot.
There was some danger to playing that. Oh, here comes that shot again.
So they had to wait for it, Todd. It was hanging quite a bit, but when it made its break, it really went sideways. Good shot by Marika.
Very nice.
Well judged, well managed.
So Carla's elected to deal with the guards and play a run back here.
I think she's feeling some pressure right now. There's 2 red stones fully buried behind. They're only sitting 1, but it's fully buried behind those 2 blue stones. So try to get something going. Try to move some granite around, maybe expose one of those red ones. Good news is it's a short run.
Yeah, she should be able to get some granite moving here.
Close. Yeah.
There we go. Mission accomplished. Got those guards off. Opened up those red rocks. That
Yes.
leaves Team Van Osch with another one to come around, though. So we'll see what they do with that.
Yeah, that one just curled a couple inches too much. They
Right
didn't
here,
catch
guys?
any of the red ones on the way by, but got rid of both blue.
I don't mind that. Come and swoop in this way. Then if it's heavy, just do this. Okay, let's do that. Oh, let's come this way. I like that. I mean, this is shot. Second shot. Hit the guard.
Team Van Osch is going to go back around the same way they've been going. They could go the other turn behind that guard, but they see some opportunities here coming off their red rocks there and going behind that guard.
Yeah, they're only line 1, but Kessa feels that if it hangs for any reason, she can just tick that one and roll behind the guard, but most importantly,
Hey guys, we can
might
rub
push
off
that
the
red
top.
one
The
in
back
for
one-
third
back
shot.
blue one's the second shot. Yeah.
That'd be a really good result if she could get that to happen.
Yeah. Okay. It really comes over at the end. Okay.
So she's taken maybe about 4 or 5 inches less than she gave her sister Marika, but it is, the guard has moved now, so she's moving the ice accordingly. Great opportunity here in the first end for her to get some draw weight.
Yep.
Going hard, guys.
This one definitely doesn't have the same finish as Marika's did,
Right to it.
Todd.
No.
It's going to tick the top one.
Worked out okay as well.
Definitely, she's line 3.
We are, yeah.
She'll have a drop too. And she'll have a drop. Maybe a pinch less.
Are you throwing the same weight?
I think so. Let's make sure it goes.
Yeah.
Clean it up here too, eh?
So Carla's going to try the double here, get rid of 2 of those.
We'll throw it same weight. Get rid of a couple of them.
Yeah, I guess she'll go high side, across the top. Hope that back one exits without hitting that blue rock at the back.
I think those two red ones are touching. I think there might be a drag effect here.
This one might end up back on that blue one.
Yeah, she has to be really careful here. She wants to hit it thin.
Yeah, hard. Hard!
Oh, just made it. Left the one up there on the top of the 4 foot though.
Just a little bit of an over curl, but manages to get rid of one, avoids the jam at the back, but it looks like it's going to be a draw for 3 for Team Van Osh here in the first end. What a great end right now for Team Van Osh.
Good start.
First pass, guys.
A couple of nice draws setting up this opportunity for 3 here.
We haven't been out here. So. Yeah, it is. We only need just over full 8. We don't know if we can quite come to our own.
I think 415 will be okay.
Okay.
You like that? I like just a couple feet less. Not a lot. You would have still been like back 8. Okay, you got this, guys.
Some great conversations there. This is a new path, fresh ice. They haven't thrown one this wide yet in this game, so they probably had to look at it in practice.
5-6. All you guys.
So just give it to your
All you
brushers.
guys. Line's good. Start to curl.
Brushers seem to like this one. They're off a little bit.
Yeah, you like it when it goes off and on there.
Yeah.
It's good at the hog line. 14-6.
Yep. It's pretty good.
What a shot. What a start for Team Van Osh, Kessa Van Osh. That's 3 on the board. Our first 3 today. 3-0 Van Osh over Thompson to start this final. We'll be back in a few.
When I grow up, I want to be a superhero. I want to be a firefighter. I want to graduate university. I don't know what I want to be. I want to be an archaeologist. I want to be a scientist. Pilot, coach, carpenter. I'm going to be a curling champion.
Kids dream big. Your support will help them realize their dreams on and off the ice.
Todd, I wasn't sure this was the way we were going to start this game, but this is what we did.
Started it with a bang. We Team Van Osh put the center guard up, and we ended up with a bunch of really nice come-arounds, setting up a draw for 3 and a score.
What a great start for them. Right out of the gate. Team Thompson looks like they might have their hands full here. Want to try and get a deuce back here in a second.
Gotta be in, guys. Come on, guys, hard. Come on, guys, hard, right up.
There's lots of game left. Team Thompson will be just looking to get two, get on the board.
Keep it going. You're almost there. You're almost there. Right in, right in, right in, right in. Hard, hard, hard. All the way in, all the way in, all the way in. Hard, 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 hard. Hard, hard, hard. Good job, guys.
Thank your brushers for that. Amy Gibson throwing the first one in. Carla wasting no time. Wants to throw up a corner guard.
That's why I felt right. That's why I got in the house, because Marika was sleeping closer.
It'll be interesting to see how Team Thompson, with all their experience behind them, responds to giving up 3 in the first end.
That's right.
17-7.
You want to approach it as, you know, this is, it is a long game, so you're just going to chip away.
Exactly. You don't have to do it all in one end, that's for sure.
Try and make your next shot and just keep making them better and better.
Line's good. 6. Go to the room.
Got Team Van Osh going around there, rocking the top rings.
Clear.
Take play away from that corner guard.
Right here. Okay. 6, 7. Okay. Okay, that's it. Clea, go, go, go. Yeah, go, Clea. Go, 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 go. Hard, 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 hard. Hard, 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 hard. Atta girl.
Nice weight.
Yeah, 2 good ones from Amy Gibson. Start the second.
Yep.
Hit and roll here now for Trista. It's not about making the double here, Todd. It's about where your shooter rolls. Really trying to get that buried behind the corner guard.
Yeah, the key thing is sticking the rings.
For sure.
Keep Team Van Osh working on that and staying away from your corner guard.
Hard, Shannon. Hard, Shannon. Yep. Hard line. 11-3. Good throw.
Really nice shot there.
I saw Kessa do this in the 1-2 game. She doesn't waste any time. If there's a corner guard up there, she'll walk up there and try and remove it.
She almost ran up there.
85. Amy, go. Hey, clean, you're good. Clean. Right out, Amy. That girl.
Makes the peel.
Sorry? Her or you?
And I believe Team Thompson will put that corner guard right back.
I believe so. They're going to work really hard to get 2 points here. This is Shannon Jonice with her first.
2.5. Line's good. 2.5. Line's good. 2.5. Yep. Line's good. Line's good. Line's good.
Looks like a good one.
Good throw, Shan. Good throw.
Just with all you've done this year and the last couple of years with coaching, Todd, what does it do to a team to give up 3 in the first end?
Well, it's certainly a wake-up call, isn't it? And so as you go through the year with your team, you face this circumstance, and so you've probably already got a response to this and how you're going to work that next end to get back into the game. So I bet you Team Thompson, with their experience, are going to have no problem scoring and climbing back in. They're not going to let that worry them.
Once again, Shannon Jonice looking to replace that corner guard. We want Team Van Osh to keep wasting shots on peeling.
Like, are we in?
Oh, this one looks like it's got a bit more weight on it, perhaps. Waiting for the break.
Coming down a bit.
Here comes the curl
Anything
now.
that's got a curl. So.
Don't want this one too close, obviously, Todd. You don't want to set up a
That's
double.
Yeah, as long as it's high enough that they can't double and roll the guard out or into the rings. Looks like it's pretty close, though.
Clean. Yep.
Nice shot, close to that double we talked about. Are you getting the feeling that Team Van Osh doesn't like that guard and Team Thompson does?
I'm going to have to agree with you. I heard Carla say one more, so they'll put one more corner guard up, and then they'll decide on the next one what they want to do.
Line's nice.
It was close.
Little bit of room.
It shows really good patience putting these guards up and burning rocks, getting towards the end of the end before splitting the rings.
Trista.
Needs to get over hard. Go.
Go. Hard. Hard. Go. Yes, hard. Every inch. Go. Yes. Good sweep. Clean. Just peeling the top. Atta girl, good throw.
Another great peel by Team Van Osh. The longer you can prevent from coming into the rings, obviously the longer you prevent any possible double opportunity. So that's why they kept throwing up that corner guard. Had Team Van Osh keep having to peel it, and now the opportunity presents itself on Kristen's last stone here in the second end to have to now hit the one in the rings.
Clean.
Kristen called for a nice soft weight on this one.
That's the kind of weight they threw in the entire semifinal, and it really worked well for them.
Yeah, it's good sweeper weight. This one is crossing the face.
Curling.
Oh, man. Rolled out across the face on that one.
Yeah, we saw a couple of Kristen's over curl in the earlier game today, Todd, so we'll keep an eye on that for sure.
Here's that hit and stick coming down the ice from Kristen.
Yeah, maybe just a bit soft, or maybe just a little bit less weight than they were expecting, but definitely curled hard. And as we know, it's hard. Once it makes the break, it's really hard to control it.
So we got Kessa coming down to remove the remaining rock in the rings.
Might be, I'm not sure actually. Take a really look. I didn't think so, but it might be. Roll center. Yeah, roll center would be nice. Marika.
Sweeping here for some curl. Caught the hit and roll out on that one.
So Team Thompson will be happy to continue keeping this end wide open, blanket, and retain hammer going into the third.
Yeah. 30.
Freebie opportunity for some draw weight for Carla here.
Looks like Carla's drawing to the left-hand side of the sheet as we look at it, Todd. Just coming in front of that red stone that's sitting there. You never know when something might happen.
Could create a jam opportunity there.
Back 12. Back 8. Back 12. Room. Lines up.
They want this one back 12, as close to that redstone as they can.
Curl.
That's pretty good.
Very nice shot.
What is that? 9.5, right? Yeah.
By coming back to that one, even aside from maybe forcing a direct jam, they're at least making Kessa take a run at it and be thinking of that. And she may roll out and not have to make the hit and roll out after this.
Exactly.
Just a little hard.
Right on it.
That's exactly what Team Thompson was looking for.
So this gives Team Thompson the opportunity to hit further too here.
What was that?
You play extremely well this whole end, and just that one bad break, and you look at a potential deuce being given up to your opposition. So hit and stick here for Carla Thompson to get back in this game. Taking the same turn that she gave Kristen a couple of rocks ago. That one over curl, so they want to make sure they get out to the broom. Can't be soft.
Give it a little set. Clean, close. Clean. Trista, Trista. Hard, Trista. Hard, 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 hard. You got it, you got it, you got it.
Well, I think they used the maximum amount of rings on that one.
And Kalia looks like she's asking for the measure to see if they maybe bump that one over out of the ring. You can't quite see it.
I think it's for 2 here, just from our spot, a little off to the side.
Yeah, it looks like it's for 2.
Oh, yeah. I set that one.
You heard Carla, she set that one a little bit, so it did run straighter for a longer period of time.
It was 11 and a half.
Looks like it's out from this long distance here, but
It does, doesn't it?
yeah.
We
But
can
from our view up here, it does look like it's biting. Had a couple of these earlier
That's
today
right.
too.
We're getting some measures.
I said about like placement of rocks. Yeah.
Those umpires are busy.
One of these measures got to go our way.
Carla.
Out.
Woo! I'm not sure what the
Not
call
sure.
was, actually.
All right.
So when we come back, we'll finalize what the score was there.
We'll let you
Heading
know.
into the third.
That has to be the most Canadian thing I've ever seen.
Well, maybe if he was also eating a poutine.
And drinking maple syrup.
And he's also
A curler!
Guys, you know I've never actually been curling before.
And you call yourself a Canadian?
I'm sorry.
There's more than 1,000 curling facilities in Canada. Be a good Canadian and find one near you today.
And we are back. The final of the 2018 BC Scotties Women's Championship presented by Best Western. Todd, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was 2.
I think so. We're getting reports that it's 2. We'll get the official score here in just 1 second. And 2 it is.
There we go. Okay, so there was a measure for the second point, and it does turn out to be 2. So great shot there by Carla Thompson.
Yeah,
With
she
a
left.
little help from her friends.
Back where? Back.
So Team Thompson goes straight for the center guard. It goes up right away, and Team Van Osh calls Amy Gibson to draw around it. Looks like she's a little strong, and it's gone through the rings there.
Yeah, so Amy struggled in the 1-2 game as well. She only curled 67%, but she had a lot of difficult shots too. She was playing a lot of ticks. But Team Van Osh definitely looking at her to try and set up some ends for them like she did in the first end.
So here's Trista Van Dale for Team Thompson trying to do the same shot, just to come around, sit top rings here. The all-important first in.
Shan, make it go. Shan, go. Shan, hard. Hard, Shan, hard. Help her, Kristen, make it good. It's coming in nice. Keep it coming. Finish. Hard.
Great finish.
Nice weight on that. Sweepers can do lots of things if you throw them the right weight.
That's right. That's what it's all about on this fantastic ice. Just throw it straight, keep it straight, and then at the break point, let your brushers manage it.
Whoa.
So Amy Gibson's
This
looking
is good.
to corner freeze on that
Look at
rock
the
just
room.
thrown by Trista Van Dale.
At the end if you can, Monica. Okay.
Bump a hair. Okay. Bumping.
I feel like this one's got a little bit extra weight. So it looks like it's bumping.
Yep. Go little. Yep. Atta girl.
Nice shot.
Nice shot on that one.
Really great shot.
It's interesting when Team Van Osh led in the first end, they took that
Go
out
this way.
turn from the stands into
How many
the
minutes do you have?
center, and now we're gone the other way around.
That's right. It's a really good point, Todd. You've seen the out turn so many times, but now we're looking at the in turn.
Both those rocks curled in there really nice, though.
So a freeze attempt here for Shannon Jonice.
Yeah, it looks like lots. Stay close though. Line's okay. Line's good.
You just see how far out it is right now, Todd, and then just watch it go sideways towards the center line.
No.
Yeah, the sweeper seemed to be walking down the edge there on that outside.
Yeah, and if you have that extra weight, it will run a bit straighter. You just have to be careful. It's a little tick and roll. Just about a foot too much weight on that one.
You like 10? Well, yeah.
Need to curl it off?
Pardon?
Need to curl past the garden?
No, if you know, you
We
get
almost
both.
have more points
like
in the
10.
first two ends of this game, Todd, than we did in the whole game earlier today.
That's right. Lots of offense here to start.
Yep. Whoa.
So Kalia's looking for the double here.
Hard, Marika, hard. Really gotta go, Marika, hard. Anything you got. Right on, hard. Go. Keep it going. Watch the roll. That's good.
That is a really good result. Not only did they retain their shooter in the rings, but they popped the blue one away from the forefoot area as well. So line first and third.
That's a huge shot, retaining the shooter, because now Team Thompson's got to worry about that one and probably end up having to deal with it rather than doing something offensive around the center guard.
Exactly. They absolutely have to deal with it. We think.
We think.
I don't mind this.
Oh,
wow.
This is aggressive.
What if we come this way?
It's a great shot if you get it there. Sticking with the intern here. So they're all in on this one.
They are all in. Little surprised here, to be honest, but they're very confident. Like, again, they came out such a great game in the semifinals, so they feel very confident going into this game. So they want Van Osh chasing them.
Yep.
So they're going to try and beat them there.
Mine's a bit better.
Yeah, Team Thompson's the team with the momentum because they've already played today.
Exactly.
Mine's really good. Right to it. No bounce. Anything it's got.
Line's really good here. Don't want to bounce it, as Carla's saying, like her first one did. That's pretty darn good.
Pretty good.
You like 11?
Here's the replay of that freeze. Curled in there nice. Little bounce, but still half under the guard. So really great result.
Yeah, it pushes the red one just over, showing in half on the other side. So that's an excellent shot. So hit opportunity here for Kalia Van Osh. Probably want to try and roll it somewhere, Todd, away. You don't want to give Team Thompson a hit and roll opportunity. That's a nice shot.
That's a good roll.
And there he is, Mr. Van Osh, Ed, #1 fan.
Or we could. We have this catcher.
What a shot by Kalia. They waited and waited and just had a few strokes at the end there, and it rolls absolutely perfect, just exposing half. Really dangerous here for Team Thompson right now.
Great. But they're still sitting 2 then.
Kristen's going to go down and talk about this with Carla.
Just bump here? Are you thinking like back 12? Sure.
I think I like this call, actually, Todd. They originally looked at perhaps promoting the bluestone onto the red and keeping that angle. But I think you can see quite a bit of this red one that's sitting top 4. And Kristen's come down and suggested that they try and throw about back 8, back 12 weight, tap it as slightly on the angle, but roll right in front of the other red Van Osh stone.
Yeah, I think that's a really good choice. That blue one's in such a great spot, you just want to leave it there.
It is.
And you can create a pretty good pocket by tapping back here. You might not be shot after this one, but it's the next one they'll have to watch out for.
Exactly. I like this call a lot. I want to overthrow it here.
Close. Back line. No.
Back line's a little more than I think they're looking for.
She's really close. This was over curling.
Wow.
And they were actually sweeping for the curl there, and they overswept it. Huge mistake. Just miscalled altogether. You can see the frustration on Kristen's face.
Come on, look quick, Marika.
You watch this, Todd. They were sweeping originally for curl, and boy, did it. It actually bumped off their blue one and missed everything.
Okay. So what do you think?
It was a pretty precise shot, though. I mean, you wanted to be really close.
Well, and she threw great weight, and originally called back line, and it was probably, you know, close to back line, so the weight call was good.
This one?
Just a miscue on the line call.
No. Yeah. Do you like this one? How much space do you have?
I have a little bit of air. I throw like an 11. What do you guys think?
Do you guys like this?
So Kess is seeing what the team likes. So they like hitting one of the blue rocks or going right in there again.
They're line 2.
I know, but I don't like this because you can roll right in.
Yeah, but
so Team Thompson definitely has some options on either side right now.
I like this one.
Okay.
By ticking that blue guard, blue rock in the top 8, they've actually exposed it more. So they do have that one as an out if they need it.
You can do this, Marika, would be really nice. Even this is 10-5 is good.
So it looks like they're going to throw the hit and roll towards the center, try and get another one in the 4-foot area.
Lean. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Marika Van Osh with the hit and roll attempt.
Amy, go.
They're going to leave it there. So that leaves Team Thompson with a little bit of an out here by not rolling over.
Yeah, I think maybe just a bit more weight than what Marika was asked to throw. It's actually left it in a really good position for an out for Team Thompson right now.
Or do you want to throw like a 9?
So the double is available there, and Team Thompson can get a blue one in.
9?
Team Van Osh still might be shot rock after that, but blue rock will be in a nice spot for them.
Yeah, if she makes a good double, it'll be sitting right in front of that red stone.
There might not be a lot of room to draw for a second point. So really anything on the high side here for Team Thompson.
So Kristen looking to redeem herself after the first one.
No. Yep, yep.
About a half a rock should do it. And that's a pistol.
Nice shot. That's what she was
What
looking
a
for.
shot. Perfect.
Here's the replay of that double.
Wow.
Well swept, well called.
Yeah, that was just an excellent, excellent shot. I was so excited about the shot in the replay, I didn't see what the call was, Todd.
I missed this too.
Looks like she's
I
drawing.
think it's a draw across
the face?
Across the face of the blue one. Tap it out a little bit. Need some curl here, I think.
Yeah, not quite getting to the face. They're going to maybe go plan B.
Yep.
Tap it the other way.
That leaves Team Thompson sitting the 1 and Team Van Osh sitting 2nd and 3rd. So on the nose, double leaves will leave Team Thompson sitting 3. That's what they're looking for. And might leave Kessa with a tough route into the rings to score.
9.5. Let's make it.
Yeah, this whole end was set up so well by Team Van Osh. It was looking really good for them, even when, especially on Kristen Rexseeler's first miss. But just that nose hit set up a double for Kristen on her second one, and that's how we're here right now.
Do you think
Yeah,
a
so
pinch more, Chris?
just a half shot creating
Exactly.
this change in momentum in this end.
Makes a big, big difference. It's Karla Thompson with her first in the third end. Looking for a double.
Close, really close. Yes! Yes! Hard! 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 Go!
Nice shot.
Great shot. So I'm not sure why Karla was actually calling them off, unless she was just going to change plan B, hit and roll in, but they barely caught the back one, so
That's
they
right.
wanted to sweep it to get the double, and that lands in a good position, so
Yeah, if they keep the brushes down, the shot's made.
yeah.
11, guys.
There's not much room right now to get to that 4-foot, the button area for Team Van Osh.
So it
She
looks
needs
like
to move some
Kessa's
blue, yeah.
Gonna take away try and take away 2 blue rocks here, open up this side.
I think so.
I think that'll leave Team Thompson sitting shot rock as well.
Yeah, nose will be pretty close. Stay close, Amy. We don't want to snap over there.
Sweepers are on it right away.
Oh, this one's going. It's already at center.
That's not what they were looking for on that one. That one got to that guard quickly. So here's a real chance for Team Thompson to really put some pressure on here.
You like that?
So not sure if she just was a little soft out of her hand there, Todd, but it really got to center quickly. Didn't really give her sweepers a chance on that one. So huge opportunity here for Team Thompson now.
So where's the best spot for this one? Center line right in between those two?
That's what I'm thinking, actually. She can, even if she played the double on one or the other, she's not going to be shot rock.
That's right, yeah.
Pardon? I'm thinking like 5-6.
That's what Karla's thinking as
your
well.
6 teams were coming halfway, so I'm thinking 5-6. Oh, I'm all there.
So the brushes say that she's there already.
We are tapping.
Maybe a little bit of a tap.
No!
You don't want to give Kessa an easy shot on this one. You want to make her work for her single point.
We're fighting. That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
I think anytime that you're line 4 without hammer, you're pretty good.
Clustered around the 4-foot. Yeah, it's okay. Cass is going to try and reduce damage here.
You get this, you might catch this.
She's looking at the thin double.
She could just play double on that one top 4-foot, I believe. Do you think she can get?
I think she could probably see half to 3/4 of it, but
Do you like just going?
probably a little more scary to throw that one than it is to throw the open one.
So she'll choose a safer one where larger range of success.
Exactly. Definitely a higher percentage shot on this one.
As long as she just stays thin on this one, she's going to get 2 of those.
Yeah, she'd be very happy, I think, Todd, at the end of this to only give up a single steal.
Absolutely. Tied up with hammer coming into the next end after this. That's all right.
It's funny, you go back to the 1-2 game. It was Team Thompson that was facing 4 on Karla's last shot, and she missed her shot, giving up that steal of 4. But that was a draw. This is a hit, so hopefully make some blue granite go away. Kessa Van Osh, her last rock, third end. You want to hit it really thin. Try and stick your shooter. She's close. Oh, what a shot. That's, I think, the best she could do, Todd.
That's right. So that's Team Thompson steal a 1 there.
Yeah.
Van Osh, I think, is smiling after that shot, too.
Exactly. So we got a 3-3 tie after 3. We are at the Victoria Curling Center for the BC Scotties final. The winner going on to Penticton.
Scott Fraley, the Curl BC CEO. It's great to see you today, Scott.
Oh, well, thanks, Emily. Nice to be back here in Victoria.
In beautiful Victoria, BC, I keep saying. You've been with Curl BC for about 10 years now, and some of your sponsors have been around for that and even longer.
Yeah, we're very lucky. This week we have 2 of our longest-serving sponsors. First of all, Scotties been involved almost 35 years across Canada with supporting women's curling, and Best Western has been with us almost 20 years as the presenting sponsor. Plus the government of BC, 50 years they've been supporting us, so it doesn't get any better than that. We're very lucky.
The curling family seems to stay together, don't they?
Yeah, we've got a lot of wonderful partners, and the Victoria Curling Club this week has been fantastic. They've been around, I think, 65 years, so it's a great group.
It's been a wonderful event. I've really enjoyed watching so far, and we're going to check back in with the game. We'll throw it back up to Melissa and Todd in the booth.
Well, Todd, what outcome for Team Van Osh, facing 4 for Kessa on her last one makes a great double.
Yeah, but going back to the previous shot, Team Thompson had a chance to really put a ton of pressure on them and let them off the hook a little bit there.
They did, yeah. They really wanted to get to center line on that one and force them to have to make an outside double a little bit harder. But gave them the opening. Kessa made no mistake.
No,
I think
really
she's
nice shot.
pretty happy giving
Absolutely.
up a steal of 1. Don't say that very often.
Nope. So catching up this end, Trista Vandale called to do the center guard and makes that shot. And this is Amy Gibson coming around out turn, top to the forefoot.
Keeping in mind, both these teams get 38 minutes thinking time to play a 10-end game with 2 one-minute timeouts. In a previous game, we had a couple of blanks where they were able to bank time, but so far this game, been pretty
a little more
busy.
involved, yes.
Yeah. Little heat on this one. Trista just looking to freeze to that one top 4. She's got a bit of extra weight. Do the tick and roll. And not happy with that.
10, do you like 11? Or do you like 10-5? Okay.
So Kessa calling Amy to hit and roll open on this one.
Yep. Yep. Go hard, guys. Really go hard.
Sweeping hard for line.
Go hard. Keep it going hard.
You know that this side curls a lot, Todd.
Yeah. Wow.
Pretty good brushing. Got a little fortunate there. But outcome is great.
Yeah, look at the curl on this one. With a hit, they hit a rock fully buried.
Wow. Just past that guard, almost when it hit the rings, it curled another 4 inches.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic.
Shannon Jonice called to make the hit on one of the red rocks, biting the forefoot. Oh, made a nice hit and roll too.
What a nice shot.
Nice shot.
This BC Provincial Championship starting with 8 teams at the beginning of the week. Here's our hit and roll from Shannon Jonice. The top 2 qualifiers were actually Team Brown and Team Gushalak, and both of them have been eliminated from this championship. We have Team Van Osh, who actually had to go try twice to get here. They were the third qualifier in the second event, the second open event, whereas Team Thompson qualifying the second time in the first event. So very interesting. Didn't come right in here, so they've been working hard to try and even get to this final position.
Leah with the hit and stick there. Van Osh laying 2.
Hang throw peel.
With That looked like Team Thompson was going to try a freeze in the pocket here, but
had second thoughts.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think I'd want to leave those two
no
opposition stones sitting there.
No, no, no. Kristen, Kristen. Hard, hard. You got it, you got it, you got it. Take clean, you're good.
Very nice shot.
What a great pair by Shannon Jonice. Curling well. Great fan support by the sounds of it.
Here's the double from Shannon.
She's had a couple doubles today so far.
Hit and roll here could end up behind, or ahead of the tee line, behind that guard.
Pretty good shot by Kalia, just didn't quite get the roll. Gonna exchange stones. Both teams trying to get that roll behind that center guard.
Close. Really close. Close. 11. No, Shan. Hard, Shannon. Hard, Shannon. Hard. Anything, Trista? 10-9.
Another one right on the nose. Someone's going to make this roll eventually. Looks like Kessa's asked Marika to roll open side across the face on this one.
Clean. That was really good. Close, clean. Clean. Yeah. Clean.
It's high enough they could still try a couple more behind that corner guard.
Yeah, I would think so too.
Or center guard, pardon me, but another nose hit.
10-9.
So Carla asking Kirsten to try this hit and roll one more time.
Close. Yep. Hard. Whoa. Close. Really close. Yep. Hard.
Gotta be really close here, Todd.
A little too much.
That was good. They tried aggressively for the roll, and they did roll too far, but changes the position of the stone.
Same weight, Marika. Same weight. Whoa, Amy.
Here's Marika with the hit and roll attempt.
Gotta go hard to stick. Keep her going, Amy. Rolling up, guys.
That one's going to roll out wide. Okay. So nobody wants that hit and roll.
So with that rollout, Team Thompson has a great opportunity here in front of them to try and bury one behind that center guard.
That should be pretty good. It'll go hard at the end.
This is one of those key shots where you're playing a team and the shot's not being made. It's whether you let them off the hook or whether you can actually make your shot and put pressure on them.
5.5, 5.7.
This is a golden opportunity for Team Thompson here.
For sure.
All
They had a ton of pressure on Team Van Osh the previous end. They want to keep applying that pressure. Sounds like the weight's close. It's all about line now.
No, line's good. Make it good, girls. Go.
Looks like the time's good. 15-6. This should be a great shot.
Whoa.
Just biting top four. What a fantastic
Great shot. Well swept. Good call. That is directly behind that guard, so I don't think there's any angle.
No, I mean, you couldn't have placed it any better.
No.
It's just perfect. So Team Van Osh is deciding whether they want to play the run or they actually want to try and draw around that one that came top four by Team Thompson. Maybe get full back four fully buried. Try and change the momentum of that particular shot. 'Cause that's a great shot.
Absolutely. So Kessa's deciding to draw here. That'll give her draw weight for her last one if this one doesn't work out or if Team Thompson's able to remove it. But there's an opportunity. There's so much curl here. You can get around that rock top 4 foot.
Yeah, it's just like that one top four would be a guard. It's such good ice.
We had a hit over curl here and catch one in the rings.
Be quick.
Fully buried. First rock for Kessa Van Osh.
5, 6. 6, 5. 5, 6. All the way. 9, 10. Which is close. 9, 10. Yes. It's close.
I think the weight's pretty good.
Break up. Hard. Hard.
Really want to get this half buried if they can. Fully buried would even be better.
Oh, wow, what a great shot.
What a great shot, Kessa Van Osh. Shot rock.
Yeah.
Probably 7/8 buried, I would say.
That shows the great curl out here.
Just watch this rock coming down. Great communication from the brushers to Kalia in the house. Actually had another inch or two. It could have curled.
That's right. Overswept, you're saying?
Got 15-1 on hers.
The worst outcome would have been to take that one top four.
Absolutely.
So I think that's okay. Look at that.
It's a great shot.
Can't see much of it. So Team Thompson, Carla Thompson with her last, trying to freeze to the one that was just thrown by Kessa Van Osh. That will really tighten up the scoring area for Kessa on her last. You can hear Shannon saying line only. It definitely has the weight. The extra weight, it'll take a long time to bend.
This one looks a little heavy.
Yeah, and you can hear Carla saying go Shannon, but she knew that it was heavy, so it wouldn't really do them any good to sweep that and take it back even farther. So really hard to make that one do what they needed it to do.
Yeah, it's tough. If you've got too much weight trying to make it curl as well, you don't have that same effect.
That's right.
Yeah.
So,
oh, yeah.
What a shot by Kessa Van Osh on her first.
They're about half on the floor.
Huge opportunity here.
That's right. Do it again now.
Yep, for a skipper's deuce.
No, exactly. Okay.
So she's taking a little more ice on this one to stay away from that guard. So a little different path for her, but they've had a number of rocks down here, so I think the sweepers have filled her in on what it's doing out here.
That's right. They'll have the conversation to make sure that they know. She could pretty much throw the same weight. We'll have a little extra curl.
6. Touch more.
Don't really want to touch more.
But
they're just cleaning it by the looks of it.
Just clean it right back to that blue Thompson stone.
Need back and keep it straight.
Great communication, knowing it can go to the back one. And what a shot by Kessa Van Osh. 2 points on the board.
That is a great shot for 2.
So Team Van Osh taking a 2-point lead after 4 2018 BC Scotties. We'll be right back.
When I grow up, I want to be a superhero. I want to be a firefighter. I want to graduate university. I don't know what I want to be. I want to be an archaeologist. I want to be a scientist. Pilot, coach, carpenter. I'm going to be a curling champion.
Kids dream big. Your support will help them realize their dreams on and off the ice.
Todd, you can't say enough, but what's going on out there right now? What a fantastic final.
Yeah, we're seeing some awesome shots out here tonight.
Yeah, great shot by Kessa on her first. Couldn't have put it in a better position. Little heavy on Carla's for our last one, which gave Kessa the opportunity for a draw for two. Skipper's deuce takes a 2-point lead heading into the fifth end.
Yep, some great draw shots there.
It's almost like I can make a great shot, you can do better.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened there. Team Thompson got that great come around the guard, and then Kessa just did it one up. So with the nice 2 there and 4, Team Van Osh has gone a little bit on the defensive, bringing that rock into the rings. And they'll wait and see what Team Thompson will do here.
I think Carla, I truly believe I was expecting her to throw a corner guard here.
No matter where this rock was.
No matter what, yep. She really would like to get a deuce right back. Girls are working hard on this one just to get it over.
Yeah, last time Team Van Osh scored, Team Thompson answered right back, and we're looking for the same thing here.
Yeah, everybody's definitely having an answer for each other, aren't they? Starting off with 3 in the first end, and Thompson getting 2 right back. Steely wanted to tie it. And then another deuce on the board.
Hard, guys.
So Amy Gibson looking to come to the center again, try and block that center line.
Yep. You're going to overcurl it. You're going to curl by it, guys. Keep it going. Keep it going. Yep, yep. Yeah, you're still okay, actually. You're still okay. Yep, 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 yep. That girl. You can go here, too. It's pretty long, though.
I think if Carla thinks back, Todd, to how
Just
Team Van Osh played the second end, I believe it was, I like what she's going to do here. Like, she thought about maybe not coming around it because it's so long, but I'm pretty sure that Kessa's going to walk right up there and peel that guard, so I think this is the right shot.
That's right. All they have to do is get one part under there, or corner under, and probably Team Van Osh is going to go after that corner guard.
Yeah.
And then keep guarding, take it towards the end, and then look for the opportunity to make a double and score your 2.
That's right.
It can move a bit, but go if you need to.
You always want to come into a game with your specific game plan, your end plans, but you got to kind of remember how the other team plays too, and Kessa's been very consistent on how she plays that way.
That's right.
So if it's exposed, she'll go for it. If not, she'll likely peel the guard. I like when the commentators are right.
That's right.
That's an excellent shot by Trista.
Yeah! Really hard! Really hard! Any rolling hard.
That's Team Van Osh's first missed peel, I believe.
I believe you're right.
Now it's game on.
You like the double? Okay.
Yeah, that's the first miss we've seen from Kalia.
So Carla's going to go after that double now, that whereas if the peels were made, she would have continued putting that corner guard up. But it's an opportunity right now.
Here, right?
She's got 1 in the rings. She could be sitting 2 after this with a guard up as well.
Okay, 9.5. 9.8.
Shannon Jonice with the double attempt.
Most important is to retain the shooter in the rings. Got to keep your blue one there.
That's not bad. Wasn't what they called, but keeping the rock in the rings, and now that's partially buried as well.
Yeah, that's not bad at all, actually. They probably wanted Kristen to sweep that a little bit more behind the center line guard. So she missed, yeah, she missed the double, but actually if you sweep that blue one over more, it gets it completely out of the way and completely buried. So Kessa wasting no time. She's going to draw around, try and lie two.
This looks like it might be the hit and roll.
Oh, sorry, my bad. That's a better call anyways, hit and roll.
Well, that's a pretty nice shot too.
Guess I should pay attention.
Ha.
Keep me on my toes, Todd.
That's right. Here's Kalia's hit and roll. Swept into a good spot there. So Team Thompson's going to go back to that one at the center line.
You can actually see more of the one on the left-hand side of the sheet.
Yeah, it looks like there's an opportunity to roll under. Not sure where they want the shooter to go on this one, whether they're rolling wide.
They almost have to, I would think.
Yeah.
Try and open up the center line a little bit, takes the play away. It's a pretty good result. They managed to push the second Redstone off to the 12-foot, completely opening up the 4-foot area.
That's a great result for that one.
For sure. Trista working on it for some curl, and they managed to actually almost get a double, but most importantly, pushing the other Redstone out of the way. So Team Van Osh making a play on that one that's sitting top 12.
Yep.
We'd love to be sitting 2 after this.
Close. Amy, go, Amy, hard. Hard. Really gotta go. Really gotta go. Really gotta go. Really gotta go. Atta girl.
A little bit on the outside of that one. Rolls out. So Team Thompson looking at doing a freeze on the rock on the tee line, the 12-foot there.
What about coming around the center, perhaps?
I kind of like coming around the center.
Yeah, me too.
Because if you do get a good one on here, Team Van Osh is probably going around the center anyway. I think come-arounds are easier than freezes.
Yeah, I think this is a really interesting call, actually, Todd. You know, normally we would see Team Thompson, but she's obviously seen something maybe that we aren't feeling more comfortable getting the play out there, away from center.
Line's getting better, still room.
She believes Team Van Osh might chase her out there.
Of course, we know the freeze is such a tough shot.
Yeah. Yeah, it shows there. Perfect weight. Just didn't quite have the line, though. It's kind of an unknown spot. Nobody's really thrown a freeze out in the wings yet.
Yeah, true. I'm just still not sure 100% about that call. But I think Van Osh can actually hit this one and maybe even lie 2 if they nose it, hey?
Yeah, and then at that point we might see them come around the center.
Yeah. Wow, what a shot. Just clipped, I think, the ribbon on the way by, but fantastic shot by Marika.
Maximum use of the ring. I wouldn't have thought you could come across the face there.
No, I wouldn't
have
have
that other
either.
rock, yeah. That was a pretty nice shot. So Carla's asking Kristen to remove that one.
Love to get a little flip towards center here.
Oh.
They just lost it. That's really tough there, Todd, to try and hit and roll, hey?
Yeah, it seems to be really precise right now.
So Van Ashwood
I like her there. Let's go 10-5.
looking to hit and roll
10-5.
away, trying to keep the force
Like
alive.
this,
Would love to force Team Thompson to only have to take a single here.
Absolutely. By rolling wide and not behind the guard, they're keeping the force alive. They've got 2 rocks in the rings.
10-5.
If they went behind the guard,
Like this
then that
ice?
would probably give Team Thompson the route. They'd
Yeah,
be
you wanna
have
go your
something to
way.
freeze on, perhaps
Just a little
generate
bit.
a 2 that way. So they're
Yeah.
just going to keep it open.
It
I
looks like
agree.
if they nose this one, there looks like they could be above T-line, which would be not favorable to them, but definitely favorable to Team Thompson. So hit and roll away is the idea here.
Sweeping for some curl here.
Go, 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 go. You got it. Go, go, go. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
And it sticks. Great shot.
5.5.
5 to, like, if you're going back, so like 5-2, 5-3.
Okay.
So Team Van Osh Rock ended up behind the tee line, back 12 foot in the corner there, and Team Thompson's
Like
going to
5-3?
play another freeze.
Yeah.
And I'm not 100% sure why she's doing this, Todd. She could actually come around the center, and all she would have to be is like top 8 almost to outcount those 2 Van Osh stones. But
I guess the only argument or thought for the freeze over the come around is that guard is pretty high. But like you say, you don't have to be deeper than top 8 to be shot.
But you definitely don't want to be too high on this freeze attempt, because you want to make sure that you don't give a hit and roll to Team Van Osh and really put yourself behind the 8 ball.
That's right.
So it seems like Carla's been fairly offensive, fairly aggressive for the majority of the game, but I find this is, even though it's a freeze, it's almost a defensive call.
Mm-hmm. This one just slips by.
I think she's still shot.
This way at it. Like there?
So Kessa's just going to
10?
peel it out.
Okay.
It was almost that sneaky shot where you
Like a
go past
9-8
the
then?
freeze and you come around.
9-8. Yeah. Roll it, it's fine. I threw a 10-2. Just a touch. I like that. Do you like this ice for this way?
So they're just peeling this one out, Melissa?
Well, it sounds like she's
Yeah,
throwing a
that's
10,
what we were
10-2.
thinking.
I actually would probably just throw a peel and just get rid of everything.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But I think I heard her say a 10, 10-2. You don't want to flirt with that red one at all. You just want to remove your blue stone, let Team Thompson, you've accomplished your goal by Team Thompson having to draw against 2.
Yep.
9-5. Hard, Amy.
Got about 9-5, it sounds like.
Yeah!
You know it's going to curl.
A shot.
Great shot.
Good stuff, guys. Really good. Do you like the same draw, or just draw the button? Okay, just go the button.
Here's Kessa's shot, removing that blue stone. Well swept, managed right down to it.
Guess you wanted Team Thompson, Carla Thompson, draw against 3. So
Uh-huh.
that's why she threw the lighter weight. So Carla's electing to throw the out turn now, just to the straight out turn draw, no backing to the 4-foot for her single. Seen this a lot of times, last couple of ends. Key is just give it to your brushers.
No, no, Shannon.
Carla's
I
called the
think no.
sweepers off for now.
No. Please no.
Very polite, too.
Very polite, and you almost have to listen to her, but I think the sweepers know they can judge it. Looks pretty darn good to me. What a shot.
Nice weight.
Great pressure shot. So 1 on the board for Team Thompson, climbing back into this game, 5-4. Team Van Osh over Team Thompson here in the final. We will be right back. Don't go away.
curling. The game with the ice, and the rocks, and the sweeping, and the yelling. Each game starts with a handshake. Then, 2 teams of 4 people take turns throwing 44-pound stones down a sheet of ice. Each team throws 8 rocks, and the team closest to the center after all the rocks are thrown will score the points. This process is repeated for 6 to 10 rounds until one team is victorious. It's just that simple. Or is it?
We are here with Kessa Van Osh. You guys won yesterday. You're in the lead now. Are you happy with how your team's performing?
Of course I am. I mean, they're playing great. Can't ask for anything better.
So you obviously had a good rest last night and this morning. I think it's doing you well. What are you going to do moving forward to the next half of this game?
More of the same. We get a quick break to talk to our coach and hopefully some wise words, wisdoms, and we'll just keep going.
Awesome. So I won't hold you back. I'm going to let you go talk to your coach, and we're really enjoying watching the game. So best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Wonderful. And we will go back up to Todd and Melissa in the booth.
Well, Todd, Team Thompson draw against 3 on that last one. Team Van Osh throwing everything they can against Team Thompson.
That's right. But that was great for Team Thompson to make that draw. We saw that in a previous game where that didn't happen. So down 1 without, looking to score in the even end coming up in the 6th. But the percentages are for the teams are pretty good. 81% for Team Thompson and 87% for Team Van Osh. And a couple of matchups that we're seeing are at lead. We've got Amy Gibson shooting 80%, but Trista Vandale at 90%. So
wow, yeah, and you can just definitely feel the momentum going back and forth.
Here
Everybody seems to have an answer for each other. So great shot there to start this game off. 3 points on the board for Team Van Osh in the first end.
Second end, the jam, and Team Thompson with a chance for 2.
And they had to go to a measure to make sure it was in, but they did get the 2. And then Team Thompson all over Team Van Osh in that third end.
But Kessa able to come up with the shot to bail out.
And 2 great shots by Kessa Van Osh to get her deuce in the 4th and take a 2-point lead going into 5.
This is Carla's shot against the 3. Made no mistake on that one. Perfect weight. Sweepers like that.
All right, we got 5 to go here in the BC final. We will be right back.
That has to be the most Canadian thing I've ever seen.
Well, maybe if he was also eating a poutine.
Huh? And drinking maple syrup.
And he's also a curler.
Guys, I've never actually been curling before.
And you call yourself a Canadian?
I'm sorry.
There's more than 1,000 curling facilities in Canada. Be a good Canadian and find one near you today.
Rivals. Noun. A person or thing competing with another for the same objective or for superiority in the same field of activity.
The BCHL is back live on Shaw TV. Things will heat up on the ice as Island rivals face off against one another up and down and all around Vancouver Island. 5 teams are all fighting one another to claim the status of Island champs. Tune in for our monthly Island matchup, only on Shaw TV.
The 2018 Bel Air Direct BC Men's Curling Championship, January 31st to February 4th at the Parksville Curling Club. Teams from across the province will compete to represent BC at the National Championship. The final 4 games will air live on BC Shaw TV stations and stream online for viewers across the country. The 2018 Bel Air Direct BC Men's Curling Championship, only on Shaw TV.
All right, here we are, BC Scotties 2018 in the final. Tight game. Team Thompson down 1 to Team Van Osh, 5-4, but the all-important hammer belongs to Team Van Osh. Todd, what do you think we're going to see in the last 5 ends?
Well, I think Team Thompson is going to try and apply some more pressure and see if they can crack this tough Team Van Osh.
For sure. Team Van Osh is playing fantastic. You notice the numbers. They were at a team total of 87%. Team Thompson throwing up some good numbers too, 81%. So it all comes down to this last 5 ends.
So I think we're probably going to see some guards this end.
Yeah,
both teams.
Yeah, Trista Vandale going to start us off.
And you mentioned earlier that it's 38 minutes each team gets to play the game. And so about halfway here should be 19. Both teams are over 20, so they've banked a minute and a bit. So shouldn't be any time problems at the end. Gives them a little opportunity to have a longer discussion as the game gets more involved here.
And I don't think we've seen any timeouts so far this game. Is that right?
No timeouts yet.
16.
So Team Thompson looking for a tight
Atta girl, good
center
one,
guard,
Trista.
and that looks
Whoop, whoop.
just about right.
And Amy Gibson asked to make the come around on that center guard.
Yep. 6. Yep. Look at the room. 7. Look at the room. 7. Room. 7. Room. Can you go around it instead?
So it'll be interesting to see, Todd, how this game progresses, where Team Thompson had that important game this morning. It was a tight game, but they held together. They played really well. But I can't see the armor cracking right now on Team Van Osh. They are playing great.
No, definitely. If a team's on a roll coming from a big win, you'd think early on that they would dominate and take the game to them. But it's been the other way around a little bit. You know, Team Van Osh has come out here firing on all cylinders.
So Amy Gibson's rock just slipping to the back of the house. She did that on the previous end as well, I think, last time that they didn't have, had hammer, pardon me, slipping to the back rings. Really important to try and get that rock on top 4 foot, top 8 foot area. You never want to open a door for your opposition, and especially in this tight game.
That's right. So Trista Vandale gets the chance to get in here ahead of the tee line.
Whoa, 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 whoa. 15-3.
Looks like it's going to be right on the tee line. So Amy gets another chance at this. Make the freeze on that rock just delivered.
Little bit of room.
Sweepers think the rock's right there.
Good. Little bit of room. 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 We're way
This
over
one's
here.
got some weight on it too, Todd. It's not finishing as hard. Might get there. Might have a tick and roll though, which you hate, that dreaded tick and roll off.
This is a great call coming the other way. Asking Shannon Jonice to draw out turn around this guard, set up potential jam on that red rock out there.
Yeah, Team Thompson, pardon me, is going to keep the pedal to the metal. They want to keep applying pressure to Team Van Osh as much as they can and as many times as they can. So huge opportunity here for Shannon to put this one in a good spot.
Line's good. It could work a bit. Line's great. Line's great. Hard, girls, hard. Make it good.
This looks like great weight coming in here.
Hard. Okay, whoa. We're not there.
That's pretty darn good. They were looking for top 4, but that ended up into being a really good spot.
That's right. It acts as a guard and controls the front of the rings. So Team Van Osh is going to look after the guards here, I think.
Yeah, trying to run that short guard into the one that was just thrown by Shannon Jonice. Try and get rid of some blue stones.
Clean. Marika. Okay, just straight peel.
Looks like a straight peel.
Yeah, we've got all the play in the rings. No guards left. Team Thompson's going to have that rock come down on top of that red one there.
Yeah, they put that one top button, even just top 4. It'll be hard to get out. Might have to see Kessa hitting that one in the top 8, trying to open everything up.
Line's good. Okay, line's getting really good. Line's perfect. Hard. Come on, hard.
It's like a real nice rock coming down here.
Does it ever?
Yep. Great shot, Shan.
It's a peach.
That one's not going anywhere.
No, I agree.
Takes a couple. It'll take a couple rocks to get rid of that one.
Just off nose. Same weight. You want the same turn?
So Kessa's going to try and ask Kalia to throw the double on the 2 that are on the center line. Try and clear things up a little bit here. A lot of blue granite in that forefoot right now.
Clean. Marika. Marika, hard. Hard, 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 hard.
This one needs to curl a little bit more. It's close.
That's okay, that's fine.
It's not too bad getting rid of that one at the back. That didn't help Team Van Osh.
Pretty good throw by Kalia.
Yeah, just needed, just over-curled a little bit.
Yeah, just over-curled, just a smidge. Didn't get enough action on the second blue stone. So Team Thompson still lies 2. Continuing to put pressure on Team Van Osh here in the 6th. Van Osh leading by 1.
Hey, well then, line's good. Line's fine. Room.
I like this call coming right in, Todd.
Yeah, it's a great aggressive call.
No. Good girl. Sit.
Nice shot.
That's fantastic.
You can get it here, Marika.
So Team Thompson's laying
Pretty good.
2.
I think they're line 3.
Laying 3. Here we go.
You like there?
So the brushers didn't have to do a lot on this, just kind of cleaning, put it in just a perfect position.
Yeah, forcing Team Van Osh to play the run back on the top red.
Yeah, they need to try and get something off the forefoot there and give themselves a chance.
That's a great shot.
It is. Got rid of the guard that was sitting top 8 foot, top 12, and also unlocked those 2 that were sitting on the right-hand side of the sheet. That's a fantastic shot.
Nose is great. Nose is good even if we roll
Good
a
throw
hair.
by Marika. She's very accurate with the high hard one. Got lots of stuff going. Good result.
So having this red one in there and open, Team Thompson will deal with that one by taking it out. Now, for Team Van Osh, this isn't a bad circumstance for them. Yes, there's 3 rocks clustered on the forefoot, but there's a lot of rocks to come. A couple of doubles, this could be a blank end.
Exactly.
Yes, hard! Hard!
And Team Thompson obviously would be very happy to try and force the issue and force Team Van Osh to have to take a single here. But you know that Team Van Osh is going to try and throw some doubles.
Team Thompson will want to create some separation over the next couple of rocks.
Unless you want to play this.
So 2 different ways to throw the double.
Oh, yeah.
So you can
might even scoot back. I like
throw right in the center of those 2 that are top 4 and get them both going, or she can catch the back one and play the double on the 2 on the left.
Okay.
Ideally here, getting rid of 2 stones though, for sure.
That's right.
Yep.
Kalia with the double with peel weight.
Hey, you gotta go.
Can you get all 3 going?
No, two's good though.
Yeah, 2's very good. I think Kessa will thank her sister just for clearing that up a little bit for her. What a shot.
That kind of weight's pretty hard to sit
I mean, you could have got a little more fancy and hit that other one a little more, maybe caught the back one, but
exactly.
Yeah, I think they're in a good position now and pretty happy with the way things are starting to shape up here.
Yeah.
Team Thompson needs to hit and stick here. It'll make it for a difficult double for Team Van Osh. Even roll a little farther away, separate those stones.
Yeah, right on the nose will be pretty good. That's a pretty steep double.
It is. This is Carla Thompson with her first and 6.
11.
make it a little easier for the double.
Pretty good there.
Yeah, rolling that way
Just off nose, guys.
lets Team Van Osh make this double and stick around in the rings.
Yeah, you don't get very many opportunities for doubles here, so Kessa would really like to make this on her first. Looks like a little high side should get it.
9. Yeah. Yeah. Not far off nose. Yeah.
Definitely looks better now than it did a few rocks ago. Hey,
Definitely,
Todd?
yes.
Well, it looks like they went early. I'm not sure she'll get it. It's going to curl.
She's close.
Over
No,
curl on her.
curl. Carla Thompson might get her wish here and be able to force Team Van Osh.
We like that same weight.
She could actually nose it or maybe even roll just a little bit in front of that blue stone, but either way, Kessa's going to have to make a decision. Does she want to try and attempt the double or does she want to draw against 2? It'll all depend on where the shooter ends up.
So that
That's
they're
right.
right on top of each other is great, but
Here comes the hit attempt. Carla. Pretty close to the nose. So Kessa can hit the back one and just take her one here.
She can see the whole thing.
So scoring
You
in
like
even
12?
ends or running the double and hoping to
like
blank.
11. Like there for 11.
I think the way Team Van Osh is playing, I kind of like them taking their point.
Yep, I'd take my one.
Yeah. So just a nose hit for the single.
Yeah.
Comes the hit for one.
Clean.
Heard the weight call at 11.
The good news is they didn't have to get on it right away. Looks good. What a great throw by Kessa Van Osh. Good pressure shot. So that's one more on the board for Team Van Osh. You are watching the 2018 BC Final Curling Championships. We will be right back.
That has to be the most Canadian thing I've ever seen.
Well, maybe if he was also eating a poutine.
Whoa. And drinking maple syrup.
And he's also a curler.
Guys, you know I've never actually been curling before.
And you call yourself a Canadian?
I'm sorry.
There's more than 1,000 curling facilities in Canada. Be a good Canadian and find one near you today.
Sixth then here at the BC Scotties. Lots of pressure on Team Van Osh. This one rolls another couple of inches. Team Van Osh wouldn't have this shot, but she has an open hit, 4-1 against 2, and makes no mistake. So Team Van Osh with a 2-point lead heading into the 7th end. Team Thompson with hammer. as this game progresses, you can see that Team Van Osh very comfortable with a 2-point lead, and they want to protect that lead, so they're going to put their first rock in the rings, preferably top 4, top 8. It looks like this one might be a little bit heavy, Todd.
Yeah, this one, Carla's on this one, trying to get it through.
Straight line. Okay, thanks.
Stops in the back 12.
Great.
Yeah, so Amy's been heavy on her first rock pretty much the last 3-4 ends. So corner guard attempt by Trista Van Dale.
That's so consistent that she's been heavy with that one. You almost wonder whether it's the rock.
Exactly.
This is a set that they picked from they got the choice of all the rocks out there.
They did.
And they like this one.
Line's good. Curling. Really curling. Think so. Hard, guys.
This is probably the set of rocks they used in the 1-2 game as well, because they were red in that game as well. So with that rock going to the back of the rings on Amy's first, she'll have to put this one top 12, top 8.
5's good. 5, 6. This side is center. This side is center.
They're saying top 8, top 4. That's a little better weight on this one.
Right here. Clear on zone. And then right here. We're there. We're there.
Here comes the curl now.
Atta girl. Good waiting. There you go.
That's nice weight. She had to do that on her first one.
That's right. Sweepers love those.
So I think Carla's going to ignore those 2 red stones, try and get one buried behind the corner guard.
Line's nice.
Knowing very well Kessa's likely going
Line's
to step
nice.
up and remove it.
Room.
And that's why it's too bad for Team Van Osh that Amy's rocked so far back, because they could be counting 2 even if Team Thompson makes this come around.
Yeah, I'm hearing back 8. So trying to get some finish on it if they can.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Looks like it's partially buried.
You like this? You like that?
Looks like Kessa might take a run at the
You what?
blue stone there.
This? Which?
Just trying to clarify which one they want to go for.
What? 10.
Yeah, I think for me that's got to get around that guard a little better to make me run up and peel off the corner guard.
I agree.
That one's fairly available for this takeout.
Yeah, if they didn't do this, well, it does give Thompson an opportunity to make it better.
Yeah, put a better guard on that rock.
Really hard. Really hard, really hard. Keep it going, guys. Hard! Okay, we're just nosing.
Would have been nice to roll away there. You don't want to leave that pocket now for Team Thompson. Now they can throw the freeze behind the guard and have some back aim.
That's right. If you roll that one over to the center line, Team Thompson can still go around that corner guard and try and make a really great shot ahead of the tee line there. But you'll be, if you're Team Van Osh, you'd be laying 2 after that. So you run up there and peel off that corner guard.
Trista, little.
But it takes Team Thompson a couple of rocks to become shot rock.
Line's good. Line is great. You don't have to go line. Just please. Becky. If anything, it's got to curl. Okay, Becky. No. No, it's got to curl. No bounce, Kristen. No. Good girl, Shen. 14-8.
Pretty nice shot. Taps that back. Keeps on the line though.
Same way. Nose is good.
Kess is going to remove that, but she can't roll to the center line, otherwise she jams on that the back rock there.
Clean. Whoa. Clean. Yep. Whoa.
They successfully removed this blue stone. There's going to be a lot of red granite lying in those rings.
Yeah.
Perfect. Got a girl.
There we go. Nice shot.
Yeah, very nice shot.
That's an extra bonus getting rid of that back one, because that's not going to help Team Van Osh. That was a rock that's definitely going to help Team Thompson coming around.
So a freeze attempt here by Shannon Jonice, trying to freeze to the one that's sitting just edge of 4. Team Thompson doing everything they can to try and manufacture a 2-point end.
Okay, line's not bad. Line's pretty good. Hard, line straight, right to it. Line's good, right to it, hard. Come on, girls, push.
Gotta drag this one, Todd. I think it might be a titch light.
It's close.
Just a little light.
Good enough that I think Team Van Osh is going to have to make a play on it, though.
I agree. I agree.
Come on, look, Marika. You like this? Marika, this?
They're
That's
thinking
fine.
of turning or flicking the switch and going offense here.
Okay.
I still think it's early enough in the end that you want to try and remove your
On top
opposition's
8.
stones.
Yeah.
Not sure I would be leaving that one there.
So come around attempt on a rock in the top 8 foot.
Thought maybe we'd hear something from Coach Bill Schuhart,
Yeah.
but we haven't.
I don't hear him jumping up and down.
No,
inside
I
us.
don't either. So really surprised by this call, Todd.
Yeah, 14-3 is a little bit strong, I think.
Any more red stones you put in there, T-line or back, just gives the door open to Team Thompson.
Playing the double? Or the hit? It's got to flop to this side of it, though.
So double or hit and roll here. Either or,
Pretty
I guess.
thin, but throw like a 9.
Might want to run the double here. This might be your only chance to get
Yeah,
that
I'm
red
just
one
thinking
back
the
there.
exact same thing.
Might jam.
That's a good idea to get Kristen down there and have a look
I
for
mean, the
herself.
other thing we could do is this, but I mean, we got to start moving the reds eventually. I don't hate this.
I think the double's a good call here, Todd. If
And
they
then you'll
can
be here. She could play the double.
play the
but then we
double
can come around.
and keep your shooter right there.
They're all
Okay, we'll
lined
do
up
this.
on that back
Yeah,
red
Van
one.
Osh definitely has to
Then
make
she has a
make a
double
play on
anyway.
it.
Yeah, it's still, like you
Are you
said, still
throwing a
lots of
9?
rocks to come.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, this is Kristen's first.
Like a 9?
9 seconds their normal weight. So it's not going to be a high hard one double.
Controllable, hopefully.
Yeah.
So about half a rock.
Too close.
Yeah, she's close.
Nice shot.
What a great shot. Also gets the shooter to roll up under the corner guard.
And that becomes shot rock now.
That's a brilliant shot by Kristen Rexsealer.
You'll have to come into it.
If we go back
You like
2
this
rocks
better?
ago, if Team Van Osh would have got rid of that blue one, they wouldn't be in this predicament.
That's right. Be a little more open for them.
Good body language.
10.
Brilliant shot. So I'm not sure, is Van Osh going for the one that the shooter that Kristen just had behind the guard, I
Let it
think.
work a
I
bit.
believe so.
Coming
I think,
through the port there.
I think it's open on this inside out in turn.
Keep going, keep going, keep
So
going.
it's got to do some curling.
Keep going. That's fine.
Got the top one. Yeah, from our angle, Blue's shot.
Like putting up another corner? Pardon?
Really?
Where's shot?
We're hearing that it might be red.
Okay.
I say it's blue.
Shall we bet?
I'll go blue.
Oh,
you got to be faster, Todd.
I was being polite.
Okay, we're tied 1-1 right now,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Okay. So this might be the big winner right here. Of course, they'll probably hit it, and I'll never know.
That's right. So drawing to split the rings. So looking for full 8 foot.
So they haven't laid a broom to it. And looks like... Oh, boy.
That's right, Chris.
That one's 4th shot.
Yeah, it'll be tough to bring that one into play.
Yeah. So Kristen makes a great double on her first, and unfortunately
on
the draw is just too heavy. So another opportunity here for Team Van Osh to try and remove that stone, the shot stone.
I guess that path was a little bit of a guess. I don't think we've seen.
10.
Oh, here's the last shot coming.
Yeah, I mean, they've thrown a lot of draws, and we know pretty much now across the board it's going to be the same weight, but the key there is you obviously have to give it to your brushers. And
That's right.
unfortunately for Kristen, just, you know, just that little extra push. Kessa still has to make this. You can probably see about half of it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
For Team Thompson, there's still rocks to come, and they've got a corner guard even after this shot, so they're still in business for
setting up a
potential
deuce. Yep, for sure. Oh, they really wanted to stick their shooter on that one, but hits and rolls out. So small door opened here for Team Thompson.
Double, but I think we got to. 10? Yeah.
So
10
and 10
and
and
a half.
I was thinking maybe tap back,
10 and a half.
something like that. Create a little pocket there.
Yeah, and I think I heard Carla and Kristen
10 and a half,
talking that they
swap
want to
right-
bring the
10 and a
blue
half,
one
just
in
swap
that's
it on
over
top.
there, but they actually don't need to, Todd. They can play the freeze on this one or a little bit
Yep,
of a
right on
tap
top
and
of
make
that one.
Kessa have to play
Make Kessa
on
remove
this
it,
one.
and if she rolls out, you might have a hit for 3 or something
Exactly,
like that.
so I'm not sure that you have to throw a hit on this. I actually like the draw better.
A little less than they'd asked for. I think 10 was what they're looking for.
Trying to get just a flop in front of the other red stone.
Yeah. It's a little soft out of my hand.
Shot
You can
rock
get it
for
here,
now.
nice. Got all of it this time? Yeah.
Kessa will go right after that one again.
Yeah, Kessa wants to hit and stick somewhere in the rings, slide 2.
Do you like there with the 10? Yeah.
Team Thompson may have a shot for a double
Yep.
to get their deuce.
Team Van Osh could hit that one or roll a little to the center line.
Yeah,
Maybe make this double pretty steep.
Yeah, just a touch less. You got this. Do you like this ice?
No, those are there across.
Perfect.
You could actually probably roll all the way over to the other blue one, I think, Todd. It looks like it's in a pretty good angle.
And that's pretty well what the shot was previously, too.
Yeah,
They've just
exactly.
done it.
First job, get rid of it. Second, try and roll your shooter in a good spot. Make Carla earn her 2 points.
That's right.
Ready? Yep. Hard.
Nice shot.
right on the nose. Team Thompson not going to risk the double here. They're just going to go.
That should be pretty good, eh?
Go for the draw.
Line. I think it's good.
I might take a run at that double. How about you, Melissa?
All right, T-line.
You know, I think I would too. You don't get a lot of opportunities in this game to get 2 points on the board. I know it's steep, but
5.5.
if you happen to double it and roll out, you'll still get your single. But Carla's very comfortable here, just throwing the draw for 1 against 2 red counters.
I don't know.
We need backing. Don't want it. Okay, on to this one? Yeah. Okay.
The sweepers haven't touched it yet, but they're coming to it now.
We
Good
need
sign.
backing. We're through. Back line. Yep. Yep. Hard.
Sweeping it to the backing now. Good call. Well, who ends up shot after that? Can't even tell. We'll let you know when we
will
come back.
back and update you on the score. We'll be right back here in Victoria, BC for the 2018 Scotties.
When I grow up, I want to be a superhero. I want to be a firefighter. I want to graduate university. I don't know what I want to be. I want to be an archaeologist. I want to be a scientist. Pilot, coach, carpenter. I'm going to be a curling champion.
Kids dream big. Your support will help them realize their dreams on and off the ice.
Bit of a back and forth end there, but a great shot here, Todd, by Kristen on her first.
Really good. That set Team Thompson potentially up for a multiple score.
But right after that, Kristen unfortunately had a chance to draw and sit 2. She knows she was heavy. Not very happy with that. Last rock.
Last rock, and it looks like Team Van Osh met with the steal on that one. A little bit heavy. Couldn't come to that backing and no count that other red one. So we've got Van Osh shooting first, throwing Amy Gibson's rock top 4 foot to start.
It's a great call by the front end of Team Thompson. Obviously let them know that Kristen know it was heavy and to at least come to the back when last thing you want to do is give up a steal of 2. But unfortunate break for Carla. She's a little heavy on that draw. Gives up the steal of 1. 3-point lead now for Team Van Osh.
So Team Thompson would love to have a 2 this end.
They really would. They have their 2 hammers to 1 right now.
Nice corner guard by Trista Vandale.
Right to it. 4. Live in a room. 5. Let it work just a hair, guys.
Amy Gibson threw a great one on her first, top 4.
Now. Line's good now, right here. Line's good,
Would
right
mind
to it.
freezing right to it.
Go hard, guys, right to it. Line's really nice. Right here. Keep her going, keep her going, keep her going. Right to it, right to it, right to it, right to it. Atta girl.
Nice pair.
Nice shot.
Okay. Throw like my draw weight. Even if we bump this here, actually, that's probably
Well, at least she's making light of it.
It's always good to be able to laugh at yourself.
Like back 12, back 8.
So the idea here is just keep your shooter in the rings and punt these red ones back behind the tee line so that you can use them later. So Carla's calling Trista to cross the face on this red one and put it back into the back corner of the rings. Maybe even get behind that corner guard.
Hard line.
Yeah, she'd love to be able to roll her shooter behind the corner.
Hard. Whoa, 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 we're by it, we're by it.
Yeah, this one's over curling Todd quite a bit.
Close. Finish, finish.
Plan B,
Plan
draw
B.
around it.
Go, Shan, go, Shan.
T-line weight on that one, so that's why the over curl. They're looking for something like back line.
Yeah, they were looking for back 8, back 12.
Yeah.
Not a bad outcome, though, for Plan B.
Nope, that's
Fully
all right.
buried. Forces Team Van Osh to have to peel the guard.
Making contact with that rock, though, would build the end a little more and give you an opportunity for more than 2, perhaps. Team Thompson still in good shape here for 2 with that come around. So we're going to see some corner guards going back up.
Yeah, if Team Thompson can get a deuce here in the 8th end, they throughout the week have had 11 stolen ends, so no stranger to having to try and steal here for any kind of wins.
That's right.
Let it work if you can. Let it work.
So Shannon Jonice looking for a corner guard.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. If it's tight, it'll be okay. Yep. Okay, we're okay. We're good. Good throw. Atta girl, Shan.
Nice one.
Clean. Yep. Yep. Hard. Hey, clean. Clean. Atta girl.
Here's Kalia with the peel attempt.
I think Kalia, I don't know if it was last night or a couple minutes ago, she missed a peel, but no mistake on that one.
Team Thompson putting the guard back. Good patience again this end.
Line's okay. A little higher. Line's okay. Line's okay. 2.5. Yep. 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 Okay, you're good, Chris. You're good.
2 great guards by Shannon Jonice.
Great weight. Sweepers watched it right in there.
So peel attempt here for Marika Van Osh.
Yep.
It's a little over curl on that peel attempt, but they managed to roll that one in the rings. So hit that one pretty square.
Yes, they did.
You like going here? We could play the...
So that changes things. We won't go back to
Okay.
the corner guard again. We've got other stuff going on. So
That's right.
Like with back line.
Another Redstone rolling onto the rings there.
Like to
It's
hit
a
it right
tight
out?
corner, but it's tough.
Well, if you want to hit it out, you can throw a little more than that. Yeah, I like 11. Yeah, let's do 11.
So they're going to play to tap these back, or 11 seconds is hack weight.
About hack weight, yeah. Looking to definitely remove one.
And the shooter, they really want to stick around.
Yep. Well then. Hit. Well then. Clean. Clean. Trista. Hard, Trista. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep.
Well, part of the goal accomplished there, but more importantly, they lost the shooter.
Yeah, and Carla actually called them on there the last half. If you watch it come down here, they're trying to sweep for curl. The double didn't matter. What mattered was the shooter.
Yeah.
So good opportunity here now for Team Van Osh. They hit and stick on this one. They'll be line 3. Wow.
Just enough.
Just. So 2 options here for Kristen Rexealer. She can freeze to the one that's on the forefoot, or she can draw around that corner guard.
It's perfectly straight. It's just perfectly.
As we've seen, the freezes seem to be hard to come by this game. They're tempted to go around that corner guard. We've got so much curl. The corner guard we're talking about is in the rings.
That's right. You can hear them saying it's light. Want to get it to the rings at least. Line was pretty good. It would have overcurled probably a little, but about 6 feet short.
I do. But give me there with a 9. Oh, we'll go 9. Okay, good 9. Give me right in the edge. Just 9, guys. Yeah.
Kessa throwing a 9-second at this. I'm not sure if she intends to stick around.
Yeah.
Or if this is just to take it away.
This one we're playing is a 9.
I'm not sure she wants to sit right there, Todd, for sure.
Do you like this ice?
She doesn't want to give an opportunity to set up a guard and have Team Thompson draw around and freeze to that one.
Yeah.
Stay close then, guys. I just want to
shoot herself in the foot by leaving her rock there as the guard.
Sweepers are going on this one.
Job done. Just have to remove it from play. It's another freeze attempt here for Carla Thompson. She wants to lock it on, make it really hard for Kessa to get rid of it.
All right, 5.5. Let's lock it on.
This is a big shot. This is the chance for 2 here.
Shot. Carla threw a draw in the previous end, was heavy, back 12. So she'll be thinking about that, throwing this one. If it's only top 4, they gotta go for weight. T sounds better.
Sweepers are off now, so.
Shan, if anyone. Shan, if anyone. You don't really want to. Go, Shannon. Go, Shannon.
Weight looks pretty close. Just need some finish on it.
That's right.
Oh, weight was perfect.
Kind of had to wait for that curl to come, though. So Kessa Van Osh can be successful with this shot. Anything from a hit and roll out to a nose hit. Nothing across the face, though.
I'm not sure. She thought it was a little bit off.
I think ideally she'd love to nose
right
this.
There, nice.
Yeah. Or even hit and roll over a tiny little bit.
Yeah, hair high probably.
Yep. Even just a touch. It's pretty tough to draw.
That would take away the takeout on the shot stone there.
Do you like this ice?
Yeah, hair high, and then you've got to wonder how Carla gets in there for her single. She's got to go to the wide out turn.
A small hit and roll can make this really tough on Team Thompson.
Yeah, I'm pointing it a bit, guys.
They're going hard to keep this one on the high side.
Yeah, you heard Kessa say she might have pointed it a bit. Got to go hard for nose.
Nice shot.
Edge to edge. Like 10? Okay.
Looks like
All right, I think it's easier to play the double than.
Carla's going to play the double on this one.
Like a 10.
Carla and Kristen had a look, and she feels that almost a nose hit, just a little low side, might get the double and retain her shooter for the point. She thinks that that's the easiest of the shots available. Looks like the one on the forefoot's wide open, Todd. There is that one as well.
Yeah, and she is lefty, so she even has the angle on it.
She does, right. one's curling a ton. She's got to hold on to her shooter. Gonna be lucky not to give up 2 here, Todd. And she does. A steal of 2 for Team Van Osh. Wow. Not a good end for Team Thompson. Team Van Osh increases their lead 9-4. We will be right back.
That has to be the most Canadian thing I've ever seen.
Well, maybe if he was also eating a poutine.
Whoa. And drinking maple syrup.
And he's also a curler.
Guys, you know I've never actually been curling before.
And you call yourself a Canadian?
I'm sorry.
There's more than 1,000 curling facilities in Canada. Be a good Canadian and find one near you today.
Here's Kessa Van Osh with a perfect nose hit on her last one, Todd. Set this shot up for Team Thompson.
So, yeah, Carla decided that the double was the easy way to go on that one, and anything nosed just across was good, and this one just went on them, leaving Van Osh with a steal of 2.
Yeah, she even lost her shooter on that one, and that was a bad break for her, giving up a steal of 2, falling now to down 5 points with 2 ends remaining. Team Van Osh just has not let their foot off the gas pedal. They've just been playing incredibly well all game.
Yeah, they've consistently applied pressure to Team Thompson, and it's starting to pay off for them here.
And it started in the first end when they decided to go right around the center guard, go right after them with hammer in that first end, and ended up getting that 3, which started this whole thing. But Team Thompson just kept fighting back and fighting back, but the last couple of ends not going in their favor.
So now at this point with the 9th end, Team Van Osh is up 5 without. They're trying to keep it all together.
That's right. Calm the nerves. Keep focused on the task at hand.
As they say, one shot at a time.
Clean. Break a little. Hard. Really want to cross it. Okay, we're open. Girl, line 5.
Nice take out the stick for Amy Gibson. Carla's asked Trista to put up the corner guard on the other side of the house.
Yeah, Team Van Osh's game plan is very simple, Todd.
Line's
obviously,
okay.
remove any blue stone that you see out there.
Absolutely.
Team Thompson been in many difficult positions in their careers, are going to do everything they can to try and generate some sort of big end here.
Good sweep.
Team Thompson looking for the yard sale of rocks.
Clea Van Osh, peel attempt.
Yep. Clean. Yep.
Nice easy peel on that one. Sweepers managed it down to the rock. Half a rock rollout. For Team Thompson, they're just going to keep putting up guards, hoping for a half shot or a miss. Anything that can let them get some rocks in play.
That's right. They just need a half shot somewhere down the line here. Sooner than later, obviously. They'll keep throwing everything they can at Team Van Osh and force Team Van Osh to be perfect.
Good. Atta girl.
Nice shot by Shannon Jones. Another appeal here for Kalia.
Marika! Hard, Marika! Okay, clean. Good.
Another nice peel.
You gotta feel good when you get those two off your fingers, hey?
That's right.
Slight change of tactics here. Shannon looking for the out-turn draw.
Is she coming around now, or is this...
I think she called around that one sitting top 12, I think.
I'd be tempted to throw some more guards. I'm totally into moving it around, even a center line guard, anything.
Yeah,
they
it looks
can
like they're
generate.
calling back house.
Yeah.
But yeah, one more guard for sure, even on that side.
Right back, girls. Keep it coming. Coming in nice. Back 8, back 12. Come on.
This one's got some curling to do.
Hard. Keep it coming. Go.
Nice weight on this one. It just didn't have the curl behind.
Yeah, really great weight.
Kessa doesn't need to keep this shooter.
No, I agree,
Well, if you go
Todd.
here, you're going to be right on T-line.
The less rocks in play for Team Van Osh, the better for sure.
That's right. Scoreboard says they don't need any more points.
Exactly.
Clean. Yep. Hard. Really gotta go, guys. Hard. Really gotta go.
Sweeping hard on this one.
That's a pretty nice pocket left there.
Right. Got job one done, but staying in the rings creates an opportunity for Team Thompson here.
It's a little bit of a break, little door opened here for Team Thompson.
Okay, line's good. Whoa, then. Whoa.
This one has a little bit more weight on it than the first one. Different path, obviously.
It's got a curl, if anything, then.
Love to lock this on with no bump.
Pretty nice shot.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Looks like there's enough room there for Team Van Osh to take that one out. They're happy to lose these red ones too.
Yeah, if you get it right through, you'll score them. Probably take all 3.
I think the right person's throwing this. I've seen Marika throw the high, hard one so many times.
Right there.
And she's so accurate.
Looking for a 5-second peel on
I
this
think
one?
so. Do you want to time it?
You like there?
I'll call it 6-2. I'm winning our bets, right?
That's right, you are.
Whoa! Yeah!
Oh, so close. 6-5. What a shot.
That helps clean up the pocket there.
That
Team
was
Thompson still going hard for this freeze. Here's Marika's peel.
barely keep up with it. She threw it so hard. Manages to get rid of one of those red ones at the back, which was key. Makes it a lot more difficult for Team Thompson to start generating some points here on third stones.
Sam's got to make it finish. Well, it needs to curl. Line's good. Line's good. If weight's good. Yep. Hard, man. Hard, girl.
This looks like a good one coming in.
Yeah, it might come up a little bit like Todd. Trying to brush it for weight.
Oh, that's too bad.
Pretty close. Good line.
Guess it's going to do the outturn peel on that blue stone.
It's pretty tight ice, but I set the last one pretty bad. I agree. Is it? Oh, okay. Sorry.
Got to make sure that they keep everything under control and do all the routine and all the things that let them make these great shots.
Exactly.
It's always tough at the end of the game. Great shot.
Nice shot.
And the rollout.
Yeah, sometimes you start looking ahead and you're starting to look at outcome, and you don't want to do that. You got to stay focused on the process. Super shot by Kessa Van Osh. Carla looking for the freeze, looking to lock this one on.
Whoa, Chad. Let it work if you can.
Wait close. They're waiting for some line, I guess.
Got a curl. Got a curl.
They're all there, Kristen.
Yeah, I think we're there. We're there. We're there. Can you go behind it?
Wait was really close, just didn't finish for her.
No.
You like 9? Me there for 9. What? You want to throw this? Okay, then give me just a touch slash and I'll throw peel.
I like that.
Yeah.
You know, we had this conversation actually a couple ends ago where just make it go away. Doesn't matter what happens with your shooter. So just throw a peel. Throw it right at the stick.
There's no benefit to try to do a more precise shot
No.
and stick around on this.
No, for sure.
Make it go away.
Stay close, Amy, so it doesn't take off. Hard, Amy. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Ooh. Wow.
Rolled in behind. Wow.
I think they're happy they
There's Dad.
played
He's
peel
pretty
weight.
happy. So this is a draw for Carla Thompson
5.5.
against 3. Needs full 4. 9th end down 5 points.
How much?
Brushers really haven't laid a broom to it.
Here comes the curl now, so it'll slow a little bit.
It's got to stop in the 4-foot. Oh. And they're not even going to wait until it stops. And that is it. Your 2018 BC Women's Champions, Team Van Osh from Nanaimo. Congratulations to the team. We'll be right back.
That has to be the most Canadian thing I've ever seen.
Well, maybe if he was also eating a poutine.
Whoa. And drinking maple syrup.
And he's also a curler.
Guys, you know I've never actually been curling before.
And you call yourself a Canadian?
I'm sorry.
There's more than 1,000 curling facilities in Canada. Be a good Canadian and find one near you today.
Rivals. Noun. A person or thing competing with another for the same objective or for superiority in the same field of activity.
The BCHL is back live on Shaw TV. Things will heat up on the ice as Island rivals face off against one another up and down and all around Vancouver Island. 5 teams are all fighting one another to claim the status of Island champs. Tune in for our monthly Island matchup, only on Shaw TV.
The 2018 Bel Air Direct BC Men's Curling Championship, January 31st to February 4th at the Parksville Curling Club. Teams from across the province will compete to represent BC at the National Championship. The Final Four games will air live on BC Shaw TV stations and stream online for viewers across the country. The 2018 Bel Air Direct BC Men's Curling Championship, only on Shaw TV.
We are here with the newly crowned champion, Team Van Osh. Kessa, you must be so happy with your team right now.
I couldn't be more proud. They're a bunch of amazing girls. They played great all week, and we were able to bring it home in the final today. So,
oh, I can feel your energy right now. I see it in your face. This has really touched you. You seem moved.
It's been a long time since I was able to take my sisters to a nationals. You know, we actually won our first national together here in Victoria in 2012, I think it was. So it means a lot to be able to do it again.
Wonderful. Yeah. You're having good luck in Victoria.
Yeah.
Do you think some of your family's watching right now?
I think a lot of them are watching. Yeah, we have family all over the country, and really proud of how we played for them today. So
wonderful. Well, I'm sure they're very happy and cheering for you watching this right now. What's next? You're going to the nationals. What are you going to do to train? Is there anything that you need to focus on and work on with the girls?
I'm not sure. We haven't really crossed that milestone yet, so I think that'll be a conversation we'll have the next day or two to figure out what exactly.
Wonderful. Well, enjoy your win and congratulations. We're very happy for you. And let's go check in with Todd and Melissa in the booth.
Wow, Todd, what a finish. You know, Team Van Osh was solid yesterday in the 1-2 game, and they did not give up today. They just kept full throttle.
Yeah, they definitely went out and won it today. It was a great game, and Team Van Osh comes out all firing with the 3 in the first, and Team Thompson fought back, you know, really hard, but every time Team Van Osh came up with something better. So it was like a train coming at them.
Exactly, like they just didn't stop, and as you say, Team Thompson fought, and they made some fabulous shots and some doubles and some whatevers, and honestly, like it looked like it was going back and forth, momentum swinging back and forth. But at the end of the day, Team Van Osh so powerful today, so powerful yesterday.
That's right. Yeah, it was. It's amazing to see. It was just, you know, they got on the roll and kept it going. So good preparation for the 1-2 game, good preparation for today's game. They came out ready to play right from the get-go.
That's right. So you're newly crowned. There they are, the 2018 BC Women's Scotties champions. Those girls, with their coach, Bill Shearhart, will be going on to Penticton at the end of this month.
It's pretty neat representing your province at the Nationals as the home team.
Oh, it's fantastic. You know, you know that you're going to have the fan support. Like, look at the fan support that Team Van Osh had here. Never mind what's going to happen when they play in their own province in a national championship.
That's pretty neat. And as like Kessa was saying, this is her first time with her sisters going to the National Women's. She's been there once before, but I believe this is the first time for Marika and Kalia.
Yes, I don't think Kalia, or maybe Kalia was on that team as well. I can't remember. Marika being the youngest of the Van Osh sisters. It's hard to remember all this all the time.
This has been an exciting event.
It must be special for them to win it together.
Well, and that's true. You know, Marika, they've been waiting. I always talk to Kessa, and Kessa says, I'm waiting for Marika. I'm waiting for Marika. Come on, get into ladies. And finally, she gets into ladies. And look what they do together. Their first year in ladies together. That's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's really neat.
We've got some of our great sponsors with us today. Pat Cook from Kruger and Carla Silver from Best Western, going to be presenting the plaques to the runners-up.
Trista Van Dale.
Team Thompson has to be very proud of themselves how they played this week.
That's right, and it's always doesn't feel like that right now, but
no, for sure. But they finished the round robin at 6-1. They were the top team.
And Skip
didn't have a great season coming into this, but they played extremely well and just had a little blip on the radar yesterday and just couldn't do it today.
That's right.
Our gold medalists, Coach Bill Shearhart.
And I'm not sure where Bill Shearhart is. He's not down on the ice surface with his team to celebrate.
Lead, Amy
Dixon. It takes a while to get down there.
Second, Kalia Van Osh. Third, Marika Van Osh.
Oh, you can just see the smiles and the happiness
Van Osh
on all of those faces, especially the three sisters.
Team Van Osh, we wish you the best of luck in Penticton. We will all be watching and cheering you on. On that note, I want to end the ceremony portion by thanking our great ice crew, the officials, the coaches, and all the other
we talked about
volunteers
this
who have
all
given their time
day
so
today,
freely to
yesterday,
curling.
just how amazing the ice has been. Cody Hall, Mike Merklinger. You couldn't ask for better championship ice.
Yeah, the ice conditions were incredible. It let the team shine and show all the great shots.
And that's what we saw today for sure. Also, Danielle Callens, what an amazing chair of the event. She has a fantastic crew with her, and they just did such a top-notch job.
Yeah, can't. All right, let's go to the highlights here.
What a game. It started off with a bang, right back in the very first end, getting 3 in the first, jumping ahead to the 6th end. Kessa Van Osh making a difficult hit and stick for 1 against 2.
Team Thompson a little heavy on the draws. That might be the tail of the game here.
That's right. Kristen had an opportunity to set it up for them there. Doesn't make it, and it's followed by this heavy draw by Carla, giving up that really important first steal. This was a call we were sort of questioning, Todd. There was an open hit for the 1, not an easy shot, tries the double, and unfortunately also rolls her shooter out. Gives it that really difficult steal of 2.
Here's the 9th, just peel show, getting rid of all the blue rocks they can.
And you can just tell how accurate Van Osh was. They weren't missing for anything. A draw attempt here, has to hit full 4. It's heavy, gives up another steal of 2. And there you go, your BC Scotties champions. Coming up, January 30th to February 4th on Shaw, the semifinals Saturday, the bronze and gold medals on Sunday, February 4th and 5th, the BC Men's Bel Air Direct in Parksville. We will be there. Looking forward to it. We will all see you then.